According to Layoffs FYI, one of the most reliable sources on tech layoffs, we have around 1,000 tech companies that had at least one layoffs in the year of 2023, result in more than 250,000 employees losing their jobs. That is roughly a 50% increase compared to last year, and 2023 hasn't ended yet. What we're looking at is a lot more people could be your competition if tech companies is your dream destination. It also makes securing a job offer a lot harder. You could have 1,000 people competing for the same tech positions versus 4 years ago that could only be 50 people. So, what the job markets look like for now. For somebody who's freshly graduated or recently got laid off, average, it takes more than 20 weeks for you to get a job, and the median number is 9 weeks. With that being said, most people are getting their new job after 2 to 3 months of job hunting. When you're struggling to get a single interview in the first or second month, trust me, you are not alone. In a general estimation, it takes around 150 to 250 applications to secure one job offer. So my first tip would be build up your consistency and volume. And to do that, you need a detailed plan in when and how are you gonna apply for those jobs. Keep in mind that you don't send out those 200 job applications in one night and wait for a job offer the other day. Instead, it's more natural to send out those 200 applications in 2 months with a steady flow. Because applying for jobs is very similar to going to the gym, it's very likely that you're not gonna receive any outcome in the first or second month, but when you're doing that in a consistent basis, the outcome will eventually show up. Still, doing the same thing over and over again is not gonna change a lot of things. So here are some techniques that I learned from a job webinar that I attended with former Google and Tesla talent acquisitions, and this is the tips that they gave me. And hopefully it will boost your chance to getting an interview and eventually get a job. First, when should we submit job applications? Always do that on Mondays, not Fridays. HRs start their weeks just like you and me. They are more active in the start of the week. They are making job interviews, putting out more open positions in Monday, Tuesday. Instead, they're doing more follow-up tests. They're interviewing people in the second part of the week, which will gradually slow down according to their pace as well. So studies showed, compared to other days of the week, if you apply your job opportunities on Monday, you will get a 46% higher chance of securing a first callback or an interview. The same thing goes with the timing of the day as well. If you apply before 10 a.m. of the day, it is significantly better than applying after 10 a.m. Plus, you should always apply for jobs within the 4 days when the post is released. In that chance, you will have a 65% higher chance compared to applying after the first 4 days. So with those tips in mind, how do we actually apply for a job? If you are a fresh graduate, always go for entry-level jobs. Always go for jobs like L3, level 3, for example, even if you had previously multiple internships as well as a master's degree, because that doesn't really matter that much in the job competition. A lot of people getting laid off out of those L3 or even L5 positions are competing for the same opportunities with you. So if you are applying for a higher paying or a higher level jobs, the chances is you are not gonna win that competition. So always go for entry level. That is the key for freshly graduated students. Another very important skill is to fastly identify the fake positions, the fake jobs, and don't waste your time on them. If you know a little something about green card applications, you would know that companies are posting job opportunities out there but not hiring anyone in those opportunities because they are trying to get a green card for one of their current employees. So the estimate would be 10 to 20 positions that you apply to out of 100 would be fake positions, meaning that you wouldn't get any feedback from them. That is a total waste of time. So how do you identify them? The easiest way is to glance through the job description. If the JD has only about 3 to 4 sentences, very short, wasn't specific about pays, job roles, specific duties and tools, it's very likely that is a fake job. You should totally avoid them. Go for those completely detailed job descriptions from a bigger company as well. Lastly, you should take advantage of online resources available to you. Specifically, if you don't have big tech companies attached to your resume. Indeed Career Guide, Google Career Certificate, those are classes you take for a few hours and you get those certificates. You can put them on your resume. That would be a huge boost to have those companies' names on your resume. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Alright people, here are my tips on getting a job during this massive layoffs. If you are laid off unfortunately during your H1B, here is one of my videos that talked about how do you quickly bounce back from that. If you are under your OPT or H1B grace period, here is another video to learn about Day 1 CPT. I will continue to share more about career, visa, and tech-focused content, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And until next time, I see you in the next video.